Hey guys, who missed me? Hey guys, so who missed me? Who missed me? I missed me. Who missed my videos? Who wondered where I was all this while? Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. So you didn't miss me, Abby? Well, moving on, I missed me and it's great to see you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Melody as always, and I'm certainly missing your faces. Welcome again back to my channel. Alright, so I know it's been months and some of you have been wondering where I've been, where have my videos been and all. In fact, that's what we're going to be talking about today. How has 2020 been? Guys, it's the last month of the year. How has 2020 been so far? That's what we're going to be talking about today. You guys are here again. So how has 2020 been? I want to hear. Okay, wow. I keep forgetting that you guys are the ones who hear me and I do not hear you guys. So we're going to be talking about 2020 today in a summary or an overview of 2020, and I'm going to be as honest as possible and I'm going to be as real as possible. Guys, 2020 was mean. I mean, I know everybody's afraid to just be so direct about how 2020 has been and, you know, the challenges, and just glide through it and say, but guys, let's be real. 2020 has been, it came like a tsunami, like a tornado, like it came to shatter everything and scatter everywhere. 2020 has just been one mean year because as a country we felt its pangs. Families, as friends, as cliques, I think everybody had their fair share. I read something that said that 2020 has been a mentally draining year. Like, it has tested everybody's mental capacity. So I couldn't agree more with that statement. 2020 has been really mentally draining. Like, I think I cried the most this year. I doubted myself the most this year. I know there were lots of things I said I did more this year. I cried a lot. I doubted myself. I was confused a lot this year. I was, man. It was a challenging year. We started off 2020 looking like a bang. January, February. Let's get 2020, and then COVID hit the world. Like, I don't think since I was born I've ever experienced a worldwide pandemic. Like, literally, it not just affected outside the country, it affected us here in Nigeria, it affected us in Africa, it affected everyone. Every single person got affected by COVID. Like, I mean, every country got affected by COVID. And then definitely it started like a joke, literally, and then the next thing we were locked down for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks, 1 month, and then 1 month, 3 months, and then we were just at home. Basically, we slept and sleep got tired of us sleeping sleep. We slept, people had to shut down from work. We saw new patterns to things. People used to think if you didn't have to leave your house to go to work, you are not a serious person and no work can be done. We saw patterns shift. We saw new strategies start working. We saw people adjusting to unconventional systems. People were working from home, people were having meetings from home, people were having interviews from home, people were getting employed from home, without, those are the good sides of it. We saw a lot. People were, really, really, really re-strategizing and adjusting to the times. And then we now saw the downside of the whole pandemic. People lost their jobs, people were retrenched, people were cut down, people couldn't feed at some point. Hunger was dealing with people. You get, like, those are the downside of the whole pandemic thing. And then it was affecting the common man. It was really affecting a lot of people. So we saw that. Then we couldn't have churches. Who knew there'd be a time where people would be begging to want to have to go to church? You get, like, we did online church got tired of us. Like, literally, people were really craving. I know a lot of people that couldn't wait for Sunday, where they would, they'll be able to physically gather in churches and not have to watch them online. So we saw the wave was strong. Like, it was really intense. We saw people actually get this COVID. Like, I knew a couple of people personally who, had COVID. It looked like a myth at some point, but then it started hitting home. You know, we had people who had COVID and recovered. We had some people who died of COVID. You know, a lot of people lost, some people lost their loved ones from COVID. Some people even died this year. Like a lot of people. Like you'll be there thinking, oh, my case, my situation is terrible, it's the worst. And then you meet somebody who lost someone, and then you don't even know where to start from to console them. People lost their loved ones, people died, you know. Like this year was really stressful. Like I learned a lot this year as well. Like pain, one of the things I learned, I just give you guys for free, you know. Pain differs, you get. You can't say because somebody lost a loved one and somebody lost a business, they're not the same thing. So the person who lost a business should not weep, should not cry. You know, let's all sympathize with the one who lost a sibling or who lost a loved one. Man, pain differs, but all pain is pain. And I wrote something, because you know I write, guys. I wrote something down that pain differs, and you can't determine what is pain to somebody. You can't say, this thing is not painful enough. You can't be the one who determines what somebody should see as pain or what should hurt somebody. Everybody handles pain differently because pain hits differently. So I learned a new acknowledgement that somebody who lost a loved one and somebody who had an intense heartbreak are both allowed to feel pain at their different levels. You can't say, oh no, your pain is not up to so. No, but you're not the person. You are not the person. You don't know how the person's heart is functioning. You don't know how the person's heart works. So you can't say, no, that's not enough. I had a new appreciation for pain this year, because I got my fair share. I did get my fair share of, you know, pain. It might not be up to what a lot of people might have gone through, but like I said, pain hits differently, and I got my fair share. And it made me respect, you know, how people handle pain and what is pain to people. And you know, pain differs basically, and people handle it differently. Some people withdraw when they're in pain. Some people, you know, do not speak to people when they're in pain. And here is free advice. Because pain hits differently, and because we can't tell people what pain should be to them or how they should react to it, we should respect and accommodate people when they are reacting or responding to the pain the best way they know how to. And you know, just make it not about us at that point, but about the person going through that pain. Let's make it about them, and then give them time and hope that they bounce back, and give them room for when they bounce back so that they can fit in back, because some people really tend to hide, to want to disappear when they're going through pain. So that's that for pain. So yes, and then we had, after COVID-19, we had a series. I mean, like as a nation, we had a series of things, but I'm talking about the ones that stood out. So the lockdown, you know, eased up, and then life seemed like it was back to normal. Prices hiked up, you know, there was increase in transportation, you know, everything literally was, everything shut up, everything went up. So, and then I think we now had EndSARS protests. That one also started like a joke. It started like a joke until people started sleeping on the streets. And then people started, it was a great time to be Nigerian. It was a great time to be alive. Like, it felt like revolutions that we read in books, but we were partaking and seeing live happen in our time. It was a great sight. It was a great sight. We had people returning stuff at protest grounds that were missing. People, you know, people complaining of, no, not complaining now, people speaking of unity. Like, it was like everybody came together to fight one cause. So we saw the EndSARS protest. It was an amazing time. I really, really was so proud of Nigerians. The stories I was hearing were amazing. So we had an EndSARS, then we had the Lekki massacre. Oh my God. Like, that was a very emotional night for Nigerians, because it trended everywhere on how people were dying. So it was a terrible night, like another historic event. And then we had that black, was it Tuesday? I can't remember exactly. So yeah, we had that. We had the Lekki massacre, and then slowly people really died as well. Just in case you're not aware, that EndSARS protest, well, you might not be aware, but people died. Like, I remember one of my Uber drivers told me how that he just lost a friend last week, and the way he lost a friend was not even called for at all, you know. Yeah, basically, so people died, and all. Some people lost their loved ones. Some people were badly injured. Then we now had, after the Lekki massacre, we now had the looting. People started looting places. When I said 2020 has been a year, but I wasn't kidding at all. So yeah, we now had that. We had that looting going on here and there. Then we had the palliative looting as well. People were now discovering warehouses where palliatives that were supposed to be shared to human beings were stored up and kept. That one just beat my imagination. Like what is it? Like the things that were stored could last some people's generation to their third. And that's what they kept in warehouses. Like I said, it beats my imagination. I would completely not understand why that happened. People also died during that looting, during that palliative discovery time. I heard that there was a stampede, and a woman's child died in the process. Talk about stressful time. So we had that, and then what else? I know like guys, we were all in this together. We experienced 2020 together. I'm just talking of the general things that happened to us as a nation and as a people collectively. So we had that, and then we individuals now had like intense, because just staying at home really stressed a lot of people, brought out issues, gave them more time to focus on their issues personally that probably was always there, but they never had time to dwell on. So man, it was a tough year. It was a challenging year. I would tell you this, people would glide over. The truth is that I'm not saying that because it was a challenging year, people didn't have breakthroughs. You'd be amazed. Some people really had amazing breakthroughs. They recorded amazing stories that probably they haven't recorded before. Like, I mean, if you got married in 2020, 2020 would be a year to remember. So that's a good year for you. Some people that gave birth. Shout out to all you guys though that gave birth this year. I no need to call your name, for you know me. If you watch this video, I'm shouting out to you. A couple of people I knew gave birth, first fruits this year. Some people got married. See guys, let's even talk about that part. We're complaining 2020 is stressful. There's no money. There's no this. But the way people were getting married this 2020, like if they do not marry, somebody will marry their husband or their wife. Guys, y'all should chill. Every other Saturday there was one wedding or the other. There was one wedding or the other. I'm like, guys, is it that we were just playing or everybody was just opening mouth to talk about this, but it wasn't real for them? So yeah, a lot of people go. So if you got married this year, 2020 will be your anniversary. No, yeah. It will be when you got married, so you look back to 2020 as an amazing year. So I'm not saying that, maybe because I'm the one speaking now. I know it wasn't like that for me. Fine, if it wasn't like that for you, I'm super happy for you that it wasn't like that. You had a good year, that's good. But I'm just saying, like, I won't speak for everybody, but like as a nation, it was a challenging year. Personally, it was a very mentally draining, mentally testing year for me. I personally had my fair share. At some point I really needed to just shut down and just try to breathe, because like I said, it was tough. It was a tough year. So I had to try and catch my breath, and then we're thankful, but I'm going to talk about the good sides of this. I'm really thankful that irrespective of all that happened and all that is happening, or thus far we have come, amazing people that have been there, that hold your hands, that they say one word or the other to just encourage you at that time, and without even knowing, they just give you what you needed to hear at that time, because everybody needs somebody to say something, to pray for us, to say, like, there are times when you doubt yourself. Like I said, this was I haven't doubted myself. Like, I'm usually very, 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 very confident. I haven't doubted myself the way I've doubted myself this year. So at those times when I doubted myself, I can really just record people that were there to say one word of encouragement, or just drop one thing here or there for me, and it was really, really encouraging, and it was really inspiring. I'm thankful for the lot of them. I'm thankful for people that, will go out of their way to reach out to us and not make it about themselves, but about us, about the people that are incapable at that time of being themselves. There are times when people are incapable of being themselves. The cheerful fellow that you know, the encourager that you know, the inspiring person that you know to other people. There are times when they would not be able to be themselves. And I'm thankful for people that can give room for, oh, you're not yourself, now let's be there for you. Let's be what you were. Even if you didn't know what it was, just not making it about you. We're thankful for people like that. And then this is the part where I'm excited about, regardless of how 2020 tried to knock us off our feet, guys. If you're watching this video, you are here. And that's something to be excited about. I mean, it's the 12th month in the year. Like, 2020 is about to say bye, or we're about to say bye-bye to 2020. So, and you're here. I'm so excited about it. And I think you should be excited about it too. This is something you should be excited about. That you're here, regardless. Like you're standing on your 2 feet and you're watching this video now. I'm excited for you. Your family is in one piece. I'm excited for you. You will eat a lot of rice and chicken. Don't blow up, oh. But I'm excited for you. Like, there's so much to be thankful for. In the midst of everything I've said, we're here. COVID didn't catch you. You didn't catch COVID. Even if you caught COVID per adventure, you bounce back from COVID. You have mouth to eat. You have your 2 legs can carry your weight. You probably might travel and see your loved ones in one piece. You know, these are so, like, I'm personally grateful that irrespective of how I said 2020 tested people's mental health and capacity, we're still here. Like, we're still sane. We're still in one piece. We can still laugh as loud as we know to, because I'm a loud laugher. Like, I really, when I laugh, I put my back into it. I can laugh. I'm joyful. I'm at peace. God is faithful. I want you to know that God is faithful and that God has kept you regardless of everything that we saw. You're here. The most important thing, just look at yourself now. Look at every part of your body in one piece and be like, oh man, I'm here. I made it somehow. I'm sure probably during those times, we're all wondering, how will this year end? How would we make it through? But here we are, 11 days away from 2020 finishing, and we're here in one piece. So I'm super grateful. I'm good. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that I can make another video before the year ended. So yes. Okay, so yes, guys, I want to wish you with this opportunity a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I know I'm going to see you in 2021 because God will keep you and God will keep your family as well, and we'll all be here next year to look forward to a better year in all ramifications. God who has kept us thus far will keep us again, and we'll be stronger and stronger to go through better 2021. So guys, Merry Christmas again. Have a wonderful new year. Eat rice, don't eat a lot, but make sure you have fun. Make sure you're deliberate about smiling and laughing about everything that this Christmas and these celebrations bring to you. So compliments of the season again. I love you guys. I don't know if another video will come out. I might do another video, but till then, I love you guys. See you next year. Mwah. Oh, and before I forget, you guys know this is part of the drill of my videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.